And the assault on a police officer.
Bulldog got into an argument with an officer that escalated into an assault.
We get in there and he's like, he's barking. When a tells you to do something, you do it. I'm sick of you skinhead. And I said, well, that's good. And he said, what? I said, because I'm not a skinhead, you know? And I guess he got a little mad. And before you know what's happening, it's too late, man. Do what you gotta do, because I'm gonna do what I gotta do. And I'm gonna stand on these 2 feet, man. Regardless of where I'm at or who it's against, you disrespect me and put your hands on me, and there's no more boundaries, dude.
Fam, what's good, man? It's your boy, E. King, and this is the Incarceration Podcast, where we talk about prison, pre, post, and present, how everything that I experienced throughout my incarceration has forever changed my life. All right, so today we are doing a reaction video to a prison in Ohio, and this is the Ross Correctional Institution. So this is some inside footage of the prison. Let's go ahead and check it out, y'all.
As everyone knows, Northside's been locked down for the last couple days. We had an inmate that was stabbed 3 times in the neck. He come running off the yard. Staff responded immediately.
Another stabbing.
And started shaking down the north yard. And in that shakedown, you know, we come up with 15 additional shanks. So, very alarming.
It's been a long, hot summer at Ross Correctional Institution in southern Ohio. Inmate fights, assaults on staff, drug smuggling, all seem to be on the rise. And the North Side, home to some of the toughest inmates in the state, is ground zero for trouble.
A little riot popped off in our block.
There's about 30 of us going at it. Filled up the whole range.
Squad, hands, hut. Right, face. Forward, march.
The prison response has been swift.
Step back off the
All right, let me go ahead and stop right here real quick. If y'all don't know what that is, that's the SRT squad, Security Response Team. And pretty much I think every prison in the United States of America has these special task force at every prison. Sometimes prisons share them. That's whenever a riot's popping off and things are getting out of control for the prison staff themselves. These are more higher qualified officers who have like special response team training with like riot gear, shields, to do shakedowns to try to gain back control of the incarcerated population.
A couple of weeks we've found just a lot of tension in this part of the compound.
They're normally brought in for shakedowns or when riots pop off.
If this gets bigger, could be huge.
Now the North Side is on lockdown. One of the most potent tools a warden can use to control the inmate population.
Terrible. Lockdowns suck, bro.
A dramatic step in restoring order. 3 days have gone by. Enough time to gradually ease the restrictions. There's movement on the yard again, but tensions remain.
It can go from normal, like us talking right now, to dangerous in seconds in here. In seconds. Playing cards at the table. I say something out my mouth, you say something back. Now we both at each other's throat telling me we're gonna kill each other.
And one faction, the Aryan Brotherhood, has been getting special attention. Extortions, attacks on inmates, and attacks on staff. Carried out by a group considered a security threat by the system. With members like William Sams.
I'm an Aryan God, man. They'll never break me. My spirit's too strong, man. Don't let these dudes break me, because that's what they want. A whole bunch of zombies to walk around here scared to death of them. I'll never, it's not having me fear no man but myself. That's who I fear, myself.
Sam's,
All right,
aka
real quick before we
Bulldog.
get into Sam. All right, so lockdowns suck in prison, obviously, because, man, you already got your freedom stripped away. So the only freedom you have is to be able to move throughout the compound, go to rec, canteen, classes, chapel, things like that. But whenever riots pop off, and especially whenever it's gang-related, 2 different gangs going to war, they'll lock down the whole compound to try to freeze things and get it under control. And then the STG, the Special Threat Gang Task Force, normally there's like a head sergeant in charge, and they'll try to begin to pull out guys from the rival gangs, interviewing them, try to get dimes, try to get people to snitch and give information. And a lot of times they'll try to mediate the conflict so that way stabbings and things don't continue to happen. Sometimes a lockdown can last a day, 2 days, 3 days, sometimes a week. But sometimes, man, the prisons I've been at, bro, it can be lockdown after lockdown after lockdown, because right when they let you off a lockdown, it'll pop off again, another riot, another war, and you go right back on lockdown. And the worst thing about it, man, is not only no rec, but no canteen.
Is on his way to a segregation unit, already crowded with recent troublemakers.
Got me assault on a police officer.
Bulldog got into an argument with an officer that escalated into an assault.
We get in there and he's like, he's barking. When a tells you to do something, you do it. I'm sick of you skinhead. And I said, well, that's good. And he said, what? I said, because I'm not a skinhead, And I guess he got a little mad. And before you know what's happening, it's too late, man. Do what you gotta do, because I'm gonna do what I gotta do. And I'm gonna stand on these 2 feet, man. Regardless of where I'm at or who it's against. You disrespect me, you put your hands on me, and there's no more boundaries, dude. I'm not Jesus. Jesus turned the other cheek. No, not Bulldog, bro. You hit me, I'm gonna tear your ass up.
Just like on the street, the Ohio prison system has laws, rules of conduct that can't be broken. And if Bulldog is found guilty of these new charges, he'll earn a trip to the jail within the prison system, known simply as Lucasville.
The reputation of Lucasville, it's dangerous.
They're just hardcore inmates. If you stabbed or killed in these other places or done something real serious, that's where everybody goes to.
It's like zoo, man, for real. That's exactly what it's like. You see them animals caged at the zoo, that's exactly what the hell it is.
Some guys being back there, man, for years, they go loony, man.
Most of the people there is never getting out. Never getting out. So what the hell do they care about killing you? I mean, it don't mean nothing to them.
The Southern Ohio Correctional Facility opened in 1972. Back then, the design was state-of-the-art. A pattern of modules formed into a shape that resembles a telephone pole. Each module, J block, K, and L, connects to the main corridor. 22 acres under one roof, housing 1,450 inmates who've earned their right here. Every inmate has broken the rules. Many have even committed new crimes behind bars. It's a fact of life in Ohio's toughest prison, one that keeps Major David Warren on the move.
When I was just in there fighting, dude, All I know is that I got hit from the side, and all I'm saying is that it either was a CO or another inmate. Why am I going to the hole? If I feel like I got to do something to somebody to hurt them or something like that, I'm going to let it be known so when it do take place, they already aware that it was going to happen. You see what I'm saying, Major?
I understand, Randy. It's just something about the mentality of the inmate that comes into Lucasville. They feel like they have to earn a reputation or something. You're getting individuals that are at the low point of their behavior. They're most frustrated, hostile.
I don't understand how you guys can justify taking our privileges and giving privileges to guys that you're punishing. How do you do that?
You're on the list. You'll get out of here as soon as I get a cell.
It's crazy, man. There's guys that have been back here in the 4B blocks for I don't know how many years. You know, years plural, though. It's a nut house, man. You're locked down 23 hours a day. You're stuck behind the goddamn this little steel box.
At Lucasville, any freedom of movement is exploited, and the fights come hard and fast. The prison has more attacks on inmates and staff than any other facility in the state. 400 incidents and counting in 2010 alone. And some confrontations are extreme, like this one involving an inmate armed with a spray bottle filled with feces and urine.
Allow me to do my job and my staff to do their job, okay? All right.
And after any event, it's up to the major to follow up.
All right, I'm sure y'all probably already heard the stories about people in prison throwing feces and urine at officers or other inmates and things like that. So in different, states, they got different terms for it. I think on Cali, they call it getting iced. I think that's like the common term for it. And I'm pretty sure there's something like the urine does to the feces. It can make some toxins to where it can get people sick. And even I think if they put like some magic shave in it or something like that, it can get extremely hot and even burn you. And I think that's why I call it icing, because it's like, black ice, it burns. I don't know. I may be mistaken. You know what I mean? So once again, I haven't seen too many people get thrown feces and urine on them personally, but definitely hear stories about it.
To make sure that the punishment is proper and everything is by the book.
What's going on?
Tell me.
You had a spray bottle and you continued to try to spray my staff with feces and urine, and you continued to refuse to cuff up, so we had no alternative but to extract you at that point. You had every opportunity to come out, correct?
Once they come in the cell with shields, I ain't got I didn't even try to resist them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't use force against them, they used force against me.
What about the shampoo bottle you had full of feces and urine that you sprayed on my team?
That did catch fire.
At Ross Correctional Institution, Bulldog is headed to prison court and a rules infraction board hearing.
How do you wish to plead to this Rule 4 violation?
Not guilty. I'm never gonna plead guilty. They could catch me with it in my hand. Not guilty. I know the rules of the game, man. They got 8 hours to catch me. I got 24 hours to beat them.
You want to tell us about this conduct report, Sam?
Yeah, I didn't touch him at all.
So at no time you struck this officer?
No, sir. They took pictures of my hands. They took pictures, of him, I guess. I don't know. But I didn't touch that man at all.
All right, in case y'all didn't know, you can go to jail inside jail. You can go to, confinement, the SHU, SEG, whatever you want to call it, different terms. While in prison, obviously, we've already been seeing it, the 24-hour lockdown. And that's whenever you get a disciplinary report for assault on an inmate or like this guy, assault on staff or whatever. And then before you get sentenced to like however many days in confinement, 30 days, 15 days, 60, sometimes you go to CM, controlled management, even get years, and got to work your way back in the general population. You first got to go to DR court. Different states, they call it different things. In Florida, they call it DR for a disciplinary report. And you got to go before the staff. And it's kind of like a judge, you know what I mean? And they can prove you guilty or not guilty. 99% of the time you get found not guilty. The only way you can really beat DRs is if you know like the rule book, and if somehow they were in error in whatever their complaints or whatever the disciplinary report was, and you can write it up and kind of appeal the process and get out. But even that, man, isn't really, has a high percent.
Okay, well, I'm looking at the medical exam that was done on him, and it's showing an abrasion to his facial area also.
I mean, I didn't touch that man.
These hearings play out daily throughout the prison system in Ohio. And just like in the civilian court, inmates call witnesses.
Tiny says, stand up, come with me. He starts screaming, he hit me. And then Tiny comes running up out the back, and I look at Tiny, man, I ain't seen nothing wrong with Tiny.
But under cross-examination, Bulldog's defense starts to crumble.
But actually, in no time, you seen that the incident happened.
No, sir, I did not.
Adam, Todd Truby, 519-631.
Could you tell us a little bit about this conduct report, or if you know or witness anything?
I don't want to make any statements, please.
One of my witnesses came in, he's a little you know what I mean? He's got no heart. I got no respect for dude no more, whatever. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
You stated that you didn't touch the officer. Our rebuttal was we believe you did strike the officer.
Bulldog is found guilty. It is a verdict that puts him one step closer to a transfer. One step closer to Lucasville, and a radical change in the way.
See, that right there is a tricky area, man. Every prison, every culture, every person is all different laws, dog. You know what I mean? The streets is not valid, bro. The street code is not valid because, man, people pick inside, choose faces about it, how they want to abide by them. So, you got some, like prisons to where like, it's no snitching period, not even on the officers. You can't come in for statements and none of that. I didn't do anything. And you really can't even call people up as witnesses because even if they make a statement against an officer, it's still like can be considered snitching. But other people won't view it like that. So, it's kind of like the rules are flexible in that area. You know what I mean? Some people 1,000 like, I ain't making no statements. I ain't seen nothing. I don't know what's going on. Some people be like, nah, bro, it's the police. You know what I mean? So yeah, he didn't hit him. The police is lying, so some people, bro, like, it's like, man, they stay away from it completely. So, hey.
Coming into this setting, it's, pretty overwhelming.
When they step off the bus, they see our presence, and they see us not backing up. And it's not an issue where we're trying to be macho or hard. That's just the way it is. We want to let them know when they call off the bus, this is our prison. And when you come here, you've already got in trouble with your prison. Now you're going to have to learn how to behave.
Transfer day at the Southern Ohio Correctional Facility in Lucasville. 7 inmates are arriving from Lebanon Correctional Institution.
The new ones, you can see their eyes as they walk off the bus. Like, now I'm at the big house.
They have all broken the rules of the system, and for it, have been sent here to serve jail time of sorts. Entering a new world and doing time.
Ears, hair, arms up, nothing. Grab on your feet. Squat and cough, get dressed, closing that bag right there. Turn around, bottom of your feet. Yep, squat and cough, get dressed.
Intake at Lucasville is the inmate's first taste of maximum security.
I'm going to go ahead and cut it right here, man, before we cut it, bro. Probably one of the worst days or just uncomfortable days in prison, dog, is getting transferred to new facilities, new dorms. It's because, bro, being a new guy, everyone's eyes on you. Everybody's trying to size you up, seeing how you living, if you're affiliated, if you're solid, everybody's watching you. You know what I mean? So, and then plus, too, you're going to a new environment. You got to learn new personalities around you. You got to be observant. And it's super obviously common, not only that all eyes are on you, but your eyes are on everybody as well, because you're in a new environment. You got to, evaluate the situation, who's who. And so, yeah, getting transferred in prison is probably one of the worst realities of prison, because when you go to a prison, you're there for years and you can be in the same dorm or have the same cellie for years. There's, I guess, comfort in familiarity, or however you say it. There's comfort in like the norm. You know what I mean? You know who's who. You've been there for a while. You got a reputation. But whenever you can get uprooted and transferred and go to a whole new facility, you don't really start over because your reputation will follow you. but you do have to gauge and evaluate the ever-changing situation. You know what I mean? So once again, bro, closed thought, man, prison sucks. Don't go to prison. If you've already been, you made it out. Praise God for freedom. And even at, you know, terrible situations like this and seasons in life, bro, this is where God has forever transformed my life through faith in Christ Jesus in the middle of my prison bid. So once again, man, check out all the episodes here on the playlist on the Incarceration Podcast, the full episodes, whole bunch of fire content to continue to come your way, interviews from other convicts who've gotten out, who have overcame that past lifestyle of crime and now succeeding out here in society. I am an artist. My rapper artist name is E.I. the King. Check out my other YouTube channel, E.I. the King, for all my music videos. And yeah, till next time, it's your boy E.I. the King, and this is the Incarceration Podcast. Peace.